Well, I'm here in Moores Creek National Battlefield. This is Revolutionary War, as you discovered if you watched the video just before this. Looks like they've been doing a little ground clearing here. Interesting trail stuff. I'm not sure what it looks like. Looks like wood chips, but it's kind of held together with something. Never seen the trail quite like this one before. It's trying to rain a little bit. As long as it doesn't get serious, I'll be okay. Get serious, I'll just have to shut up and walk. There's a hollowed out tree. Wonder what lives in there. Still alive. Have a lot of pine trees down here, different kinds of pine than what we have back in Colorado. Reintroducing this long leaf pine. I took a picture of one out by the front gate. There's some kind of a birch tree there. Not sure what these are. So anyway, watching that video, it looks like this was pretty much a wholesale slaughter by the Americans against the British. They kind of faked them out and led them into a trap. It's at night and they just opened fire and they lost one and the British lost 30 at least. I'm not going to film the whole trail. Okay, this is just talking about the soil around here. Let's talk about the pine trees here. Once dominant in southern, the longleaf pine made a comeback through replanting and fire management. These pines were used to produce naval stores vital to colonial shipbuilding. Men and women collected resin in a turpentine orchard taken in 1895. Photo below. Can't hardly see very much. Shows a method of collecting resin basically unchanged since colonial times. So that's kind of why they call North Carolina the Tar Heel State. A lot of this pines that grow here produce this resin or pitch that can be harvested and turned into pitch and tar and turpentine, and it was important for shipbuilding back then because ships were made out of wood, and the tar would kind of hold the wood together and keep it from leaking. And of course they used the turpentine for finishing the, kind of treating the decks and everything, protecting them from weather. So it was one of the better exports from here was this pitch they used for tar. And then during the Civil War, the Southerners kind of, especially the North Carolinas, kind of got a reputation for holding their ground. Said they're dug in like their heels had tar on them. So they kind of called them Tar Heels, and the name's been stuck, and that's why they call this the Tar Heel State. all about these pine trees. Yeah, I'll turn this off here. Take some photos when I get up here. Okay, so this is the actual battlefield here. Creek's over that way. We're going to cross the creek. See, I think, yeah, the Americans were on this side, and they had these couple of cannon. They had a cannon like that, and that little swivel cannon. And of course, they had about 1,000 men lined up here, and they kind of tricked those guys into crossing the creek or slippery log, so they couldn't escape quickly and open fire on them. Yeah, here's the. We are here. So the Americans were over here, and the British were over here. Yeah, I'm back in a swamp. Swamps are noisy, ain't they? I don't know what that is. Now here's the bridge. Of course, this is not the bridge that was here 200 or 300 years ago. They actually dismembered the bridge, made it harder for the British to cross. This is kind of rebuilt to what it might have looked like at one point. Here's Moore's Creek. Very swampy in here. There's the monument to the Battle of Moore's Creek. Moore's Creek Bridge. Here stood the bridge of Revolutionary fame where 1,000 patriots under Colonel Richard Caswell and Alexander Lillington defeated 1,600 loyalists led by Captain McLeod. Colonel James Moore commanding all the patriots who embodied to oppose the loyalists under the Brigadier General Donald MacDonald. I can hear the Scottish Highlanders coming. Pretty cool sound effect. Well, I finished that tour just in time. Started raining a lot harder. But I'm back to the car now. I think I'll sit here and eat an apple and a banana and read these folders I picked up there and head on into Wilmington. You know, update my journal.